In this problem, we are going to talk a bit about transformations by explaining the translation and reflection of an absolute.
This is the god of all lands, and in this case, it represents Daniel. Daniel is trying to get to Gianna's house. He knows the general idea, but isn't 100% sure on how to get there. So, he translates 3 streets.
Gianna's house.
Whoop, whoop. Or 3 units upward. 2, 3.
Then, discovering that her house is at the end of the street, he then reflects downwards and arrives at her house.
Oh no, I passed it. Guess I'll have to reflect back that way.
Now, reflecting really just means turn upside down. So what you're going to do is from that point, you're just going to flip the god of all lines, creating the same thing, but in reverse. Ignore the squigglies. But make sure to get your line right in the corner of each corner on your grid. Ta-da! Hi, get ready for some entertainment. Okay, so the table shows the number of sorbets eaten by different age groups in the past year. But we want to know how many sorbets were eaten by a 40-year-old.
My name is Daniel. First thing you're going to do is hit stat, then enter until you get to this. Make sure both sections are clear. For L1, you're going to want to put in your X values. Then, you're going to hit right arrow until you get to L2 and put in your Y values, which is the number of sorbets. Next, hit window. Once you get to your window, it should set up an X min and X max. You're going to want to check that to make sure it's okay for you. For your X min, you should put something along the lines of 50. For X max, you should put something like 100. Go down to Y min and put something like 80. Y max, something like 160. Then hit second and Y. Then hit graph. As you can see, there's nothing there. If you would like to create a line of best fit, you have to hit stat, hit the right arrow once to go to calc. You're going to want to go down to number 4 and hit enter. Hit enter once more, and you will get something that looks like this. This will now be your equation. And come to something like this. A equals 1.48 and B equals 12.09. This will then be your slope. And now hit Y equals. Then you will see your equation that I had already typed in. It is going to be 1.48 x plus 12.09. You're going to hit enter, then hit graph. That is your line of best fit. Then hit trace and hit down arrow, and you'll see your little spider thing blink. Because we want to know how many 40-year-olds eat a certain amount of sorbets, we are going to then type in 40 and hit enter. It's a 0. So what we're going to want to go back to is, we're going to want to go back to our window. And instead of x-min being 50, we're going to make x-min being 30. Now we're going to go to the graph. A bit different. We're going to hit trace, down, 40. This is now your answer. Y equals 71.29. We're going to skip to the lower problem and just go to the natural problem. Here we have 3 equations. X minus y plus z equals negative 3. 2x minus y plus divided z equals 4. And 4x plus y equals z, and minus z equals 2. The first thing we're going to do is pick 2 equations. The 2 I picked was 2 and 3. We write those same equations out, but now we're going to want to do something. We want these two to cancel out. So we're going to multiply this by negative 2 to get 4, negative 4, so they can cancel. Multiply the equation by negative 2. We get negative 4x plus 2y plus negative 10z equals negative 8. Then we write this same equation right under it. We cancel them out and add them up, and we get 4y minus 11z equals negative 6. Next, we're going to take two more equations. Equation 1 and equation 2. We now have x minus y plus z equals negative 3, and 2x minus y plus 5z equals 4. We want to cancel this out again because we want the same exact variables as we had this time, so we're going to cancel x out. We're going to cancel this out by multiplying this equation by negative 2. When doing that, we end up with negative 2x plus 2y minus 2z equals 6. And then we write the exact equation, number 2, right under here. We're going to then, after cancel it out and adding everything together, get y plus 3z equals 10. Equation 4 and equation 5. We're going to put them right next to each other. Now we want to cancel y out. So what we're going to do is multiply this by negative 4 so they can cancel. You put this equation exactly how it is and focus on this one. It comes out to negative 4y minus negative 12z equals negative 40. Next, you're going to get the negative 23 that you end up with equals to negative 46 equals z. You're going to divide this by negative 23 along with this. You're going to get 2. This is not a z, this is a 2. Okay. You're going to plug in variables into 4 and 5 now. So we're going to get 4 and 5. 4y minus 11 is equal to 2 and y is equal to 4. All that's left is plugging them in. We take equation 1, x minus y plus z equals negative 3. We plug it in. X minus 4 plus 2 equals negative 3. X minus 2 equals negative 3. Plus 2 to both sides, you get x equals 1. Your answer then becomes negative 1, 4, and 2. In this order, x, y, and z. And ta-da!
Daniel, let me ask you a question. Can I?
Yes.
Okay. Please tell me, how did you learn best?
I learned best when people in my group taught me how to do something.
That is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Why did you learn what you learned?
I learned what I learned because I was interested in it, and especially when the people who were teaching me, what they were, trying to make me learn, made it interesting and kept me focused.
Good answer there. Okay, what could you do better for future units?
Study more.
That is
yeah,
also
for sure.
a good thing.
Learn how to do the math, focus more, and it's pretty much it. Learn math better.
Last
overall.
question. How awesome is Mr. Soohoo in your eyes?
I'm like a 1 to a 10.
Yeah, like a 1 to a 10.
Right now he's at about a solid 9.2. Maybe if he'd come
9.2.
sailing with me by now he'd be a 10,
Ooh.
but it hasn't happened yet.
All right, well, we're going to have to make sure he knows that is
Yeah.
how to boost up his level.
Definitely.
Okay. Any final words, Daniel?
No, I'm
Okay. Mr. Soohoo.
Okay, Gianna, I have some
ma'am.
questions for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
How did you learn best?
I learned best by taking the notes that I had done in classroom home and revising them.
And studying them? Of course.
Just revising, yes,
Yeah?
also that.
Okay.
Studying too.
Why did you learn what you learned?
Because of my awesome notes, thanks to Mr. Soohoo, and the awesome people surrounding me. Woo!
Like me?
Of course, Daniel.
And
Yes.
Oscar?
And Oscar as well.
And Jesse?
Elijah, he's a good one.
Elijah,
All over
yeah.
the place.
Elijah with the calculator
All
for
of
sure.
them. Correct.
Would not be passing anything
Yes.
for him.
Yes.
Okay. What could you do better for future math?
I can definitely manage my time better and study. That's
Yes, I
can
agree.
tell you that.
I agree.
Okay.
Anything else?
Good.
So,
Good.
on a 1 to a 10, how would you rate Mr. Soohoo so far in the year?
He's a coolio guy, you know?
Keep in mind we haven't had
I'm
not
not
much
sure he
homework.
loves me yet, but he will get there. And once he does, solid 10.
Yeah.
Solid 10. Right now, I'm feeling like a 9.2.
Okay.
It's a random number that popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Almost there.
I think similarly as well.
Okay.
And that's that.
Oh,
Is that your Tumblr look, Daniel?
Huh?
Your Tumblr look.
Is it my Tumblr? What?
shut